Om Sri Sai Ram, Om Sri Sai Nadhaya Namaha, Om Sri Sai Parabrahmane Namaha. Today, in our satsang, we will talk about what is better for us versus what is pleasant for us. That is like good versus the pleasant. Sometimes, we like some of the things around us. They may not be good for us, or they may be good for us. Or sometimes, whatever is good for us, we may not like it. Our lives revolve around this dual nature of good and pleasant. This tussle will provide us with a personality of its own. This personality may be at times meant only for the society. So what does it mean? So we kind of have an idea how we need to be based on the people around us and the community around us. So in a way, we kind of impose on ourselves a false personality, which is not truly our own. There is so much conflict behind this kind of presentation. We do things for our family, friends, society, even if we really do not like them. We suppress our feelings and sacrifice our likes in the process. Due to this, we develop some kind of dejected feeling, and this will produce some kind of sorrow and pain to some extent. A lot of us in this world could be in this kind of predicament. And then there is another spectrum where people do not care for society or others, and they would like to do what is best for them. They might appear to be enjoying everything, but they will have insecure feelings inside. These feelings will make them deviate from the righteousness. They will lack discrimination to differentiate from what is real towards unreal. As light and darkness are interrelated to each other, still they are separate from each other. The good and the pleasant are similar to them. These good and pleasant could be translated as Sreyam and Priyam. We have been struggling to choose between good and pleasant, and we are unable to differentiate the two entities. We forgot the path that was shown by our saints. That's why human life became miserable. We're all running towards the senses and their enjoyment. One whose mind runs after the pleasant, that is called Priyam, he or she deteriorate because of this selfishness. Sai's teachings always reiterated this kind of moral in every story. So let us look at what is good and what is pleasant. Whether it is the good or the pleasant, even if both are understood in the right way, it is difficult to bring the good into practice, even for a person who is independent in his thinking. However, if both are available, it is difficult to select or choose which one is right for us. The good deals with the pure knowledge. The pleasant could be false knowledge, which may not be good for us. Wise men are never attracted towards the pleasant stuff, but the good is disliked by the ignorant. Till such time that wealth, woman, and all the sensual stuff are available, the senses indulge in those pleasures, and no thought is given to self-denial or non-attachment. The pleasant is welcome. The good and the pleasant are intermixed like water and milk. But what happens? The swans of the Manas Sarovar lake drink only the milk. Similarly, those steadfast by nature, wise, self-controlled, and fortunate ones only hanker for the good and shun the pleasant. But look at those people who are only keen about caring for their body, cattle, children, wealth, status, and well-being, they acquire the pleasant only. They will be drawn towards the pleasant because that's a temporary kind of happiness. Inconceivable are the whirlpools of the mundane existence which rotate incessantly 24 hours of the day. Man suffers the harsh miseries of the threefold tribulations. Because of them, extreme miseries befall, and man is harassed and tormented. Then, what do? We try to discover easy means of pleasure to avoid the unpleasant. The whirlpool of mundane existence is unbearable. How can it be stopped? Could there be a means to do so? And we start thinking about overcoming that and then or like circumventing it or cutting corners. Initially, one should definitely be able to understand wherein lays the good. Because everybody has a discriminative capacity to choose right from wrong. But we are more attracted towards the more pleasant ones than the good. Afterwards, if there are obstacles in the way, one would be able to avoid them entirely. Our scriptures emphasize the right path, and we have to understand what is real and what is unreal. To attain this knowledge, we need God's grace, that is, Guru's grace. For example, in a dream, if innumerable hailstones of gold shower, and they are collected with effort, thinking that they will prove useful in time of need, but they will disappear when you are awake from the sleep. Knowingly and unknowingly, fate, destiny, passion, hope, desire can always be the obstacles, and we have to remember this, and we have to uproot them from the beginning itself. That which even sunlight cannot penetrate, and from which the intellect returns defeated, and where the Vedas and Shrutis cannot get a foothold, the Guru leads you to it. That is the greatness of the Guru, because it's not easy to understand what is written in the scriptures unless they are explained by an enlightened Guru who understood the meaning of it with experience. Passion and anger, these are the two emotions which come in the way of true knowledge. They shatter the power of understanding, concentration, and samadhi very skillfully. If a flame and a camphor come close together, is it possible for them to push away from each other? No, sooner than they come together, the camphor starts burning due to the flame. In a similar way, when we are in close proximity to great people, there will be light of knowledge ignited in us. A person who is always restless, perturbed from within, driven crazy by being caught in these clutches of the senses and cannot attain the wisdom. He who is contented, calm, constant in his search for his true self, and above all, obedient to his Guru, is going to be full of wisdom. He will not be satisfied whose mind is restless. He has no entry into the realm of the supreme state of salvation, and thus cannot avoid the cycle of birth and death. How the precious body is wasted. Wealth, pleasures are like the afternoon shadows, short-lived, and we have to understand that this is a powerful illusion created by this universe and surrender at the feet of the saints. We have to do that. Sai took charge to help us with this task, and all we have to do is show faith in him and learn to be patient. Sai Maharaj knows what is best for us, and we have to let him show the path. Then we can cross this maze of good and pleasant. This is the only possible way we can have the blessings of the great gurus like Shirdi Sai. So let us understand what is best for us and not run after what makes us feel better, what makes us feel pleasant. Om Sri Sai Ram, Om Sri Sai Nadhaya Namaha, Om Sri Sai Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai.